All right, so today we're going to look at 6.2. Hopefully, you've already done 6.1 notes and you wrote them all down. So we're going on for 6.2. For some of you who need still some extra points and you already did the 6.1. So another method for solving a system of equations is by substitution. So substitution gives us, hold up, sorry, I have all the answers. All right, so substitution gives us another way. If you don't always have a graph in front of you and you can't graph every single one of them, it gives you other options so that you can still solve the answer. So another method is the equation is the substitution method. By replacing one variable with an equivalent expression containing the other variable, you can make a one variable equation. The whole point of this is you're solving equations with two letters. Solving an equation usually with an x and a y, and you can't solve equations with two letters. So when you graph them, there's no letters anymore. It's just two lines crossing. When you solve by substitution, you're actually substituting in, which creates only one letter. So in this case, I'm sure you've seen a lot of these, or your parents have on Facebook lately, because everybody's been doing them. If a basket equals 4 apples, then how much is a basket plus 2 apples? So you would, in a sense, substitute all 4 of these apples into that basket, and you're going to get 4 apples plus 2 apples, which would be 6 apples. I'm sure we could write them all out, but you know that that's what that means. If a basket has 4 apples, a basket plus 2 apples means there's 6 apples. So that makes total sense, but when it comes to letters, you guys tend to freak out as you go. So let's look at this. If y, same concept, if y equals negative 2x plus 5, then we can take that negative 2x plus 5 and plug it in for y. So step 1 is going to be substitute negative 2x plus 5 in the place of y. So you're going to rewrite this bottom equation, okay? It's going to become x plus, and instead of y, we're going to use negative 2x plus 5 equals 3. So all we did was we took out the y and we put in everything that y is equal to. All right, so step 2, combine like terms. Whoops, definitely not what I needed. This new app has a learning curve for sure. All right, so combine like terms. So we've got an x and a negative 2x. So together, that means we have negative x. Positive 5 equals 3. And then you can, I guess we use this color, solve the equation. Okay, so now it looks like a normal equation with one letter. So you just minus the 5, and negative x is equal to negative 2, divide by negative 1, or just change the signs, and x is equal to 2, positive 2. But the thing with systems of equations is just like that last section on graphing, when you're solving for a system, you're finding where they cross. So where they cross is always going to be a point. Okay? So it's always going to be an x and a y every time because you're finding where the two lines cross. So we got x is equal to 2. but we need to find y. So you got to take that 2 and put it back in that top equation, or the bottom equation, doesn't really matter, and solve for y. So this one says y equals negative 2, and instead of x, we know what x is, 2 plus 5. So y equals negative 4 plus 5, which means y equals 1. So that's what goes there. So that is your solution, to your system of equations. So if the point algebraically works in both equations, that's the word that goes on that line, in both, then you know that you have the right solution point to both lines. Or the intersection point, that might be a better intersection point. Okay, so solution or intersection point to both lines. So the way you would check that to see if that's true, to see if that equation works, let's see, not this color. Not really sure how to work this yet, guys, is you plug it into both of them. So your first equation was y equals negative 2x plus 5. Your other equation was x plus y equals 3. And you're going to check to see if the point you just found works in both lines. So does the point 2, 1 work? So does 1 equal negative 2 times 2 plus 5? Because you plugged in x, you plugged in y. So 1 equals negative 4 plus 5, which is in fact true. Then you go over here, you plug in x is 2, y is 1, 2 plus 1 equals 3, and yes, it does. So if it works in both, then you know that you got the answer correct. Okay? So, next page. Next page looks like this. We're going to do some practice. So, I'm going to do one, then you're going to do the other. The way that these work and how you kind of make these go is we need some orange. Let's make an orange color. So you're going to take, if it's x equals, then you take all of this stuff and you put it in place of x. So your bottom equation stays exactly the same, except for instead of x, we're going to use 3y plus 1. But we're still going to keep 4y equals 15. So that's the part you got to be careful for, because there's a lot of times that, that people forget and they kind of just leave part of it out, or they don't use the whole thing. So you're taking out x and you're putting in what x is equal to, substituting in what it equals. So you've got two combined like terms. So you got 4 and 3, so that's 7y plus 1 equals 15 minus 1. 7y equals 14. Divide by 7. And y is equal to 2. But don't forget, your answer is always x and y. And all we have so far is y. So we got to find the x. We need a better green. So we're going to take this 2, and I'm going to put it right back in up here. So x is going to be 3 times 2 plus 1. So that means x is 6 plus 1, which means x is 7. Now, you don't have to do that big long check every single time, but you do need to kind of make sure that it's close, that it works a little bit. So I would take this bottom equation to check. You don't have to check both of them, but check that bottom one just to see that 7 plus 4 times 2, which is y, equals 15. And actually, I don't think it does, because 7 plus 8 is 15. So we got it right. That's you check to make sure. You don't check both of them because we just use the top one to get the y. or the x, so you don't have to use them both. But it does help to check just to be sure that you didn't miss a negative or something. So you should be good to make sure that you check as you go. Now, with this next problem, it looks a little different than the rest of them. They're both solved for y. So the same concept works. If y is equal to this, you can substitute it in for y. Or you can say that since they both equal y, they both equal each other. If they're both equal to y, then they must both equal to each other. Or you can just take that top part, plug it into the bottom, and it gets you the same thing. So it's totally up to you. But to solve this one is a little different because you're not combining like terms. They're on two different sides of the equation this time. So you're going to add 3x to this side. Use those inverse operations. So 5x minus 8 is equal to 2. Then you're going to add the 8 over. Red Rover, bring 8 right over. I know you guys miss my cheesy stories and songs. I miss you too. Woo! Okay, so I don't know what that was, but okay. So then you get x is equal to 2. But again, don't forget, that's only half of your answer. X is equal to 2, but we need y. And y is not equal to 2. Y is equal to, we don't know, because we don't have a color. How about, I don't know. It's like the same color as everything else. All right, so we get y. Plug that 2 back in. Doesn't matter which one you go, top or bottom. I kind of like the top one. 2 times 2 minus 8. So y equals 4 minus 8 means that y equals negative 4. So that's what we got for negative 4. Then you're going to plug it into check. In the bottom one, we said that negative 4 is equal to negative 3 times 2 plus 2. Okay, we're checking the bottom equation. So negative 4 equals negative 6 plus 2, which is, in fact, true. So we know we got it right. All right, so take a minute. I'm going to pause. You do these 4. And then push pause with me. And then you'll unpause and see all the answers. So take a second and try those. All right, so hopefully after you push pause and you did it, and then you're checking to make sure that you got the same answers. All of them pretty much work the same way. So you're just going to check them as you go. You don't have to check, but I highly encourage you to check because it's very easy to make mistakes on negatives or positives or anything else that's going on. So just be careful. If you need to pause this right now and go over some answers, you're more than welcome to. If not, we're going to move on. All right, so this one's pretty much the exact same thing, except you're going to need to use some substitution. You're going to need to use some parentheses, rather. So when you substitute these in, you got to make sure that you're plugging this in only where y is. So when you substitute, step 1 is going to be substitute 4x plus 11 in place of y. But it's going to be 8 times whatever that is. Because right now it's 8 times y. And that's the part that people make mistakes on, that they get confused. So you're going to substitute it in next to the 8. So it's going to be negative 6x plus 8. And then you have to use parentheses to show that it's times 4x plus 11. Because if it was 8 times y, it's got to be 8 times 4x plus 11. So our next step is going to be distribute the 8. So that 8 has to multiply into both of those. So negative 6x doesn't do anything. 8 times 4 is 32x. 8 times 11 is 88. Equals 36. 6. So it changes the problem a little bit. So then you're going to combine and solve. And then substitute back in, obviously, and find the rest of the answer. So, negative 6 and 32. I don't even have a calculator in front of me. So, 32 minus 6 is, let's see, 32 minus 6, 26. You guys are probably way ahead of me. 26 plus 88 equals 36. So subtract 88 from both sides. And another thing you need a calculator for, 36 minus 88 gives you negative 52. So you got 26x equals negative 52. Divide by 26. And hopefully you guys know that that is negative 2. So again, don't forget, that's only half of the answer. You are not done yet. Okay, systems of equations require 2 separate answers. So you're going to take that 2 and put it back in. I'm going to go for the top. So y equals 4 times negative 2 plus 11. Y equals negative 8 plus 11 means y equals 3. So that goes here. Check it in the bottom one just to be sure. Negative 6 times negative 2 plus 8 times 3 better equal 36. So negative 12 and 24. Nope, negative times a negative is actually positive 12. Negative 6 and negative 2 is positive 12. So 12 and 24 is 36. So you know you got it right. Okay, so again, you're going to try these on your own. You've only got 3. So you're going to push pause, and then you're going to do them, and then you're going to unpause and check your answers. So I'll see you in a second. All right, so hopefully, oh, I definitely got a lot of green going on down there. Hopefully you checked these and you got the right answer. One of the ones I want to point out to you, if you didn't check it already, is this right here. This negative on letter B, this negative sign. When you have a minus, it has to distribute to both. So it's still considered substitution because it's a negative x. So it's minus times x. So you have to do minus times and distribute them in. So hopefully you got all those right and you're ready to start your homework. So feel free to close this out and submit your homework and then show me what you know on your quiz. Hope you guys are doing good, staying safe, having fun. Love you, miss you. Bye.